Why I stopped calling my sister after realizing every conversation was about her. I used to think my sister and I were best friends. We'd talk almost every day about life, family, and everything in between. But one day, during a phone call, I realized something that hit me like a brick. We never actually talked about me. Not once. I, 29F, live in Ohio, and my older sister, 30F, lives across the country in California. We've always been close, or at least I thought we were. After our parents divorced, we leaned on each other a lot. She was my go-to person for advice, comfort, and laughs. But over the last few years, our conversations started feeling one-sided. Every call followed the same pattern. She'd talk about her job, her boyfriend, her apartment, her coworkers, her stress, her everything. I'd listen, give advice, encourage her, and tell her she was doing great. Then she'd say, "Anyway, I should get going. Let's catch up soon," and hang up. At first, I didn't think much of it. Everyone goes through phases where they need to vent, but it started to feel like I was her unpaid therapist, not her sister. One night, after a particularly long call, 45 minutes of her ranting about her boss, she suddenly said, "How are you, by the way?" I started to tell her that I'd actually lost my job that week. Before I could even finish the sentence, she interrupted, "Oh, that reminds me. My coworker's cousin just got laid off too." And then the conversation went right back to her. That was the moment I realized she didn't actually see me anymore. So I decided to run a little test. For 2 months, I stopped calling. No texts, no good morning check-ins, nothing. I wanted to see if she'd notice. She didn't. 6 weeks went by before she finally called, not to check on me, but because she needed help editing her resume. When I answered, I was polite but distant. She started rambling as usual, and halfway through her story I said, "It's kind of funny. Every time we talk, it's only ever about you." There was silence. Then she laughed awkwardly and said, "That's not true," but I told her it was. I even gave examples times I tried to share my own struggles and she brushed past them. She didn't apologize. Instead, she said, "Well, maybe you should just speak up more." That hurt more than I expected. After that call, I stopped initiating completely. I love my sister, but I that love doesn't mean tolerating emotional imbalance. She's reached out a few times since, usually when she needs something, and I'll answer, but I keep it short. It's been months now, and honestly, I feel lighter. It's sad, yes, but it's also freeing to realize I don't have to pour into someone who never pours back. Sometimes, the people you love the most can drain you the hardest, not out of malice, but out of habit. And I'm finally learning that it's okay to stop calling, even if it's your own sister. The moment you stop chasing people who never look back, you finally find peace.